Okay, guys. So let's discuss the next part, the story of Umaji Nayak. We have discussed the first part, how the government arrested his family, which forced him to surrender. Now, what happened after he was surrendered, or after he was brought into the captivity of government? Okay, what happened after this particular thing? We'll see this. Okay, so we have seen that he was forced to surrender in front of government. Okay, and what happened when he was arrested? Government got to know that this particular guy has immense potential. Okay, he's a great personality, and if we kill him, it could invite the revolt of ramoshis. So what they did, they excused all his offenses. Twist in the story. Okay? What government did? Government excused all the offenses of Umaji, and with this, what they did, they employed him, or they forced him to accept. The only condition for this was accept service of government. Okay, and in the lure of family, or in the pressure of family, Umaji accepted the government service. Okay, for sure. And government got to know that he was a strong person, he was the influenced person, and that's why government employed him to maintain peace, sorry, and stability in Satara and Pune. Okay, peace and stability in Satara and Pune. Government has employed him for this particular purpose. Okay, now what happened? The things were going on swiftly, but later, okay, at a point of time, what happened on the issue of collection of revenue? Okay, there emerged a difference between collector and merchant. Okay, some issues came up, or there was a clash between the collection of revenue of which state of Bor. Okay, a place called as Bor. Here, what happened? Some issues tried to propel or pop up between the collector and the Umaji, and this again, what happened? This again triggered Umaji, and what he did, he started collecting ramoshis again. Okay, started to gather ramoshis. Okay, started to gather ramoshis. Now what happened after he was doing this particular thing? Britishers got to know about this particular thing. Okay? Umaji has again started to gather ramoshis. So what they did, they again decided to take an action on him. And when they came to him, he again got absconded, or he again ran away in a swift way. Okay, so what happened again? This gave rise to conflict between Umaji and British government. Okay, so what he did, he gathered the people and he told them. Okay, what he gave messages. The first message he gave them was, what we should do, we should revolt in the entire area, entire region, by scattering tribes. That is what we need to do, to get distributed in every part of the area, and then we need to revolt over there. Not only a single concentrated revolts, but a stretched and scattered revolt. What he was planning was this particular. Okay. Second thing, what he said, okay, we should not face directly with the Britishers because they're supreme. They were very supreme in terms of ammunition, arms, training, and all. Okay, so we could never face them directly. What we should do, we should use guerrilla tactics and avoid direct confrontation. Okay, just avoid direct confrontation and always be engaged in guerrilla tactics. This is the second thing what he said. Okay. Third thing what he said was, he demanded uh, food for ramoshis to the people, and promised that he would not trouble the people, trouble people who were helping. Okay. So these were the three things what he said. Okay, and after this particular move, British again got very conscious and very angry on this particular behavior of Umaji. So what government did? Government appointed Two person. Who were them? First one was Captain Alexander. First person was Captain Alexander, and second one was Captain Macintosh. What was the responsibility laid on these two persons? The responsibility laid on these two persons. Macintosh. Okay. Captain Macintosh. What was the responsibility on these two persons? The responsibility was to arrest. Okay. These two people were vested with the responsibility to arrest Umaji. Now, what happened in the hills of Purandar? Everyone knew that Umaji would be there near to Purandar because that was the hometown from where he started the revolt. Okay, so the initial clash between these people and Umaji took place in hills of Purandar. Okay, the initial clash took place in hills of Purandar, but the authorities failed to capture. Okay, the authorities failed to capture him, or there were some little issues in this particular. Okay, then you can say again the declaration game started on 26th of January 1831. Okay, on 26th of January 1831, what happened? Collector of Pune. Okay, collector of Pune, whose name was George Jab. Okay, George Jabber. What he did, he came up with a new declaration. Okay, he came up with a new declaration. Now the amount was increased to a drastic extent. What is saying? 5,000 rupees and 200 biga land to one who what you can say assist arrest of Umaji, Bojaji, Yesaji, a new companion. Name was Krishnaji. Okay. See, the price amount was increased 5,000 rupees and 200 biga land. It is a huge price. Okay. And second, half the prices to one who provides info. Okay, so one who provides info about this particular person. Okay, to them also, what they will do, they will provide this much amount, a big amount, a huge amount. Okay, and also they said that all offenses will be excused if anyone who has participated in the revolt and he gives the information of Umaji. Okay, his all the offenses would be revoked or all the offenses would be cancelled, excused if he gives the information about Umaji. So this was the declaration of what you can say, British collector of Pune, whose name was John Jabber. Okay, then what happened? Contrary to this, reply to this particular thing, Umaji came up with one more declaration. Last declaration of Umaji, you can say this particular thing. Okay, so Umaji came up with one more declaration. What he said: Europeans should be put to death. Should be put to death. Okay, those who lost their buttons and benefits. What he said again, lalach, or you can say greed. Those who lost watans, okay? Those who lost their watans and benefits. Okay, if these people support too much, they will get their watans and benefits back. Okay, what is doing a freebie? You can say manifesto for election is giving over here, a sort of thing. Okay, what is it? Those who lost their watans and benefits to Britishers. Okay, and if such people support Umaji, they would get everything back. Okay, third declaration, what is said, those who will disobey, okay, disobey orders of Umaji be punished. Okay, those who disobey orders of Umaji. Okay, those who disobey orders of Umaji would be punished. Okay, and the villages which would pay revenue to government will be ransacked. Okay, this was the thing, and what happened was with this he started again robberies. After this declaration, what he did, he started to rob the areas in Pune, Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, Solapur, Nagar, and Marathwada. Now, after this particular thing, it was a tight slap on the face of British authorities that a person, you can say a villager, small person, Ramoshi, a person was not trained at all. What he's doing, he's slapping the government in every aspect. He was always responsible for the failure of government machineries to protect the areas and all. Okay. And after this particular thing, what happened? The last declaration from the British authorities came, okay, which came on 8th of August 1831. The last declaration, 8th of August 1831. What they have done? They have doubled the price. Okay, 10,000 rupees, 1,000 I guess. What was the old price? 5,000. Huh, yeah, 10,000 rupees and 400 Biga land. The one who assists the arrest of Umaji and his companions, and 5,000 rupees and 200 Biga land to the one who would give information about Umaji. Okay, and as soon as this was a very big prize. Can't even imagine in 1831 what value this prize had. Okay, this was very big amount. Okay, and what happened? This big amount lured the trust of two of the companions, Umaji, whose name was Kalu and Nanu. Okay, लालच बुरी बात है. Okay, so what happened? Kalu and Nanu, the close companions of Umaji, they got lured by this particular prize amount, and they decided to stand against Umaji and to get him arrested. Okay, पहला prize के लिए जाना decide किया. They decided to go with this first prize. Okay, what they would do? They would help in arrest and secure the first prize, that is 10,000 rupees and 400 biga land. Okay, and for this particular thing, what they did, they took assistance of an old enemy or an old opponent of Umaji, whose name was Bapu Singh Pardesi. Okay, his old opponent, whose name was Bapu Singh Pardesi. Now, what Kalu Nanu did, as Umaji had great trust on these two people, okay, they called Umaji at Avlas, place called as Aawalas. Okay, a place called as Avlas. Okay, where is it? This place is near Mulshi. Okay, a place near Mulshi. And what happened? By treachery. Okay, by treachery, we can say on the date, that is 15th of December 1831. Okay, what happened at a place called as, in that place, nearby that place, which is Uttoli. Okay, at a place called as Uttoli. What happened? Umaji was caught by Nanu, companion Nanu. Umaji was caught by Nanu, and he was handed over to British. Okay, Umaji was caught by Nanu, and he was handed over to the British. Okay, and then finally you can say on 3rd of February 1834. Okay, on 3rd of February 1834, British government executed Umaji, and hence the story of Ramoshi rebellion comes to an end. Okay, he was a headache for British government at this point of time. Okay, so he showed his nationalism. He showed the love for his land, not for the nation but for his land, through this particular chapter. Okay, so by this, the chapter of Ramoshis comes to an end. The second topic will discuss about the next tribe, that is coolies and Behals. Okay, so thank you for being attentive. Hope you guys have got the concept which I have discussed over here. See the lecture twice or thrice, everything will be mugged up in your mind. Okay, so thank you for being attentive. In the upcoming sessions, we'll move to the next part.